What's up, Jews? Welcome to Requiem for a Tuesday. How the fuck are ya? Episode 101. Here we go. That intro, that was the sound of a chill day for the pod. The equivalent of we got a substitute teacher. We're laxing. Your boy got nothing on the slate today. I'm kind of behind on stuff I'm watching. I don't really want to do an NFL draft podcast. That pretty much took up my entire week last week. I was just diving in who's who. You know, because I mean, what's the point if you're just a regular guy, like diving in the second college football ends? You know, what am I going to raise my independent draft analysis profile and somebody's going to hire me as like an intern scout? I don't think so. Also, not interested. You know what I mean? I got to go to fucking Chattanooga and look at some guy. Like, I don't want to do that. So let's do the plugs first. Got to have some kind of structure here, I suppose. But you know what they are, and you don't listen anyway. I tell you every fucking week, and nobody does anything about it, and that's fine, you know. I'm not out here like buying Tide Pods because I see them on TV. You know what I mean? Ads don't work. Targeted ads work. Anyway, rate, review, subscribe. To Requiem for a Tuesday. If you're listening on Apple, you listen on Spotify. Spotify, there's reviews now. Well, there's at least a star rating. Give me 5. I know you haven't because it told me that it still is not on display. So fuck you. What else? I don't know. Listen to Microwave Minutes. That's on everything as well. Me and Justice have music together as Multiplex. Google was a great record, and you didn't listen to that either. God damn it. I'm lecturing. What else? Instagram, adam.rfat. Merch, rfat.bigcartel.com. Linked in the description below. Always is. Always will be. Last couple eps, I linked up the New York City Microwave Minutes episode for a little bit of convene for you. So, that's that. We'll move on. Enjoying my new setup here. Got fancy little products by Satechi. They basically just make Apple-looking accessories for your computer, which is great. I have an aluminum mouse pad. Who would have thought? Fantastic. Looks great. And suits my setup. Got a nice little headphone holder with a USB extender on it. Like, people are just coming up with craziest shit. And my sad little Mac Mini is now on this hub thing that's also a stand, so it looks like it's a much bigger, stronger machine, but it is not. But it's fine. It's doing well. I love it. M1, solid. But, you know, like a year after I bought it, they're like, well, they're coming out with the M2 Mac Mini next year. It's like, why y'all upgrading your chips every year already? You know? It's just not fair. What am I supposed to buy it? Crazy. I mean, it's cheaper than a fucking iPhone, though. It's pretty crazy. People sleeping on the Mac Mini. Even the new Mac Pro, which is a mini. It's like $1,200. It's like, why is anybody buying these $2,000 laptops and iMacs? You just don't need it, frankly. You know? I guess that's neither here nor there. I mean, I guess if you're running like fucking Maya and you're like rendering out movies and shit, I guess you probably need a little more power. Sure. You convinced me, Adam. All right. What are we talking about here today? What's going on? I mean, really. They are rebooting that 70's show, which is tragic. That 90's show, they're calling it, but you know the drill. They're the parents. So it's essentially Girl Meets World, but with that 70s show characters, but like Red is still going to be in it. So it's like, why do we need the new gen? Nobody wants that. It's like, yeah, I guess they would have kids by that point. But if it's that 90s show and it's about the adults, like, that defeats the purpose. But if the adults are in it and it's about the kids, like, I definitely don't want to watch it. You know? And I mean, I guess, like, nothing is necessarily like that 70s about that 70s show. Necessarily. I don't know. Like, I feel like my parents weren't watching that 70s show and being like, yeah, relatable. That's what we did. It's like, that's what every kid does. You hang out and you smoke weed and you do whatever. It's like, yeah, kind of works at any time. And then it's just like, oh, we'll name drop Ted Nugent and Led Zeppelin and be like, oh, see, these are kids. You know, whatever. But I always had a theory. See, this was one of the many secrets that I've never revealed on this show. You know, for whatever, infringement. I don't fucking know. My idea for a 90s TV show in the vein of that 70s show, it was much better. And I'm going to tell it to you now, I suppose. Because, you know, what else are we going to do today? So, same exact, it would be the structure of that 70s show. Not that there's necessarily a structure. It's fucking sitcom. But, like, here's a show set in the past. And here's the past, but it would be a workaround. Maybe I have said this on the show now. I don't fucking know. Like, I know. They would work at a Blockbuster. Now, copyrights, maybe you have to, like, infringe upon that, whatever, and you just make it some generic video store. But I would prefer it to be Blockbuster, because especially since that place is almost entirely out of business, I feel like you could get the rights to that name no problem. Like, aren't they just asking for money for whoever holds that trademark? Anyway, you set it at a Blockbuster or Blockbuster equivalent. I guess the key factor would just be that it looks like one, so everybody knows. And now this show can become twofold. It is a dual show. Okay, you have your That 90s Show element built in. It's set in the 90s. Everybody that works there is a high school movie fan or whatever. Just a high school kid. Maybe there's college. You get a little bit of age variation in there. That can create some interesting dynamics. Okay, and then it can just also show their personal lives. So it's a workplace comedy and it's a sitcom. You know? There's no constraints necessarily for this to be like set at the Blockbuster because, you know, it's, who cares? You know what I mean? People that are young that work in one place also hang out outside of work. So it's all one thing anyway. Who cares? Anyway, you call it video store, problem solved. It could be about anything. Set it at somebody's house before or after their shift. Just be like, oh, just got off. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't have to be working at the same time. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. There's more character dynamics. You always cut back to the store and whatever, you know, cast a 8. Who cares? It writes itself. You know? But it's, why do we have to, everything has to be a new thing. At least like when they did that 80s show, what did they do? They did like a Loose Connection where it was like Foreman's cousin or something. Let's do that. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? Because it also just avoids, you know, it ruins the possibility of there being another one. What, Topher Grace is going to be playing Eric Foreman when he's 65 years old and there's going to be that 2000 show? It's just like, we're not clamoring for this. There's no way it's going to hit the mark. Because it was also not that good of a show, ultimately. You know? A stellar cast that you couldn't dream of having. You know? Like, that 70s show basically had Freaks and Geeks quality cast. Maybe not across the board in the same way, but averages out. You know, just because of Kutcher and Kunis. The K Clan. Oh, you can't call them that. Shit. Sorry, Mila. Oh, boy. This is fun. Aren't you guys having fun? I'm having a blast. I mean, it's just like, I'm sure it's literally always been the case. You know, there's always outliers and there's always times where you could be like, oh, you know, this guy wasn't trying to do that. But it's just so apparent in pretty much every single thing that gets made, period, that it's just like, what will net us a large amount of money, period. Like, how can we all but guarantee ourselves a fat sack of cash, and then we'll strip that down so we can make even more cash, and then here's Avengers 9. You know? There's like no interest or effort at all by anyone but HBO, as always, but even them, of just like, we don't want to make art for the sake of it remotely. We have zero interest in producing any art unless said art guarantees us tenfold what we put in. And it's like, I get it. The whole point of having a business is to make money. But I mean, if your business is art, shouldn't it be good? It's frustrating, I gotta say. Well, since I'm bouncing all over the place here, anyway, you know, we're just having a little chat, just a little cash con over here. Just talk that way about everything. Hey, girl, can you pass me that K? What? That K. You know, the tomato-based condiment. Fucking DeAndre Hopkins suspended 6 games for PED use. My instant thought was, you know, I wouldn't say it's frequent, but like every year there's 4 to 6 guys who get banned for PED use, and notice how like nobody ever remembers. Like, it doesn't really matter at all. Even now I'm saying it, and it's like, you know, oh, that sucks. Big loss for the Cards for 6 games, you know? But, like, I don't know. I just remember when baseball players were getting bumped and they're, like, you know, seeing Congress and all this shit. And it's like, they'll never be the same. We'll never look at them the same. Manny Ramirez, I thought he was a hero. And it's like, yeah, you know, everything that happened still happened. It's very strange. It's like, oh, the issues that he didn't get caught and they didn't do anything about it. I just don't really understand why. Well, I just don't understand why. Just period. I mean, I guess I get the severity in baseball, but I just don't get why it just doesn't matter in the NFL. I think it's assumed that most players in the NFL are probably partaking a little bit. How could you not? Got to keep that edge. But it's like, Roger Clemens is a fucking Nazi. Hang him from a tree. Like, whoa, okay. All right. And then, like, the inverse is like, all right, D-Hop, we'll see you week 7. And they'll just be like, DeAndre Hopkins is back. And it's like, fuck yeah. And then he'll be in the Hall of Fame 5 years after he retires. Like, no question. It's baseball's fault. I mean, don't get me wrong. That balance is just very interesting. You don't see a lot of NBA guys getting PED uses. Maybe step up your hustle, boys. You know? And fuck Ben Simmons, by the way. I couldn't even get it out all the way. But yeah, what a bitch. That guy is an all-time pussy. I mean, what are we even talking about here? You just get to not play and make $20 million a year? Sign me. I'll do it. I'll have better morale on the sidelines, too. I'll rally the boys up. I'll pass out waters. You know, whatever you need me to do. I'm there, baby. Barclays, what's good? But I you know, I'm not really going to do a whole thing on Ben Simmons here, but Jesus, fuck that guy. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. And they're like, nah, we're going to give this guy everything he needs. And it's like, he needs to play for free. That's what he needs. Because y'all are just going to keep paying him. Why should he ever play basketball again. He can just make the rest of his contract, make some good investments, and cool out. He's like, yeah, I was in the NBA for 12 years, only played 5. Made $275 million. It was nuts. They just kept paying me. I don't know. So I just kept not playing. I don't know. It just worked. Who would have thought? The Nets should just trade Ben Simmons for Zion Williamson. It's like, if you're going to pay a guy who's not playing, at least have it be because he's technically injured. I don't know. We're not talking basketball. What else we got? I'm talking to my imaginary producer right now. What else we got? What's next on the list, Jerry? My imaginary producer's name is Jerry. I mean, I suppose we should be talking It's Almost Dry. Because Pusha T, man. The guy really just has an incredibly prolific output. I mean, a couple classics with clips. Nice alliteration there, too. Who would have thought? 2 legitimately great albums and 2 possible classics. I mean, Daytona, 100%. Like, the second that came out, I was like, this is fucking nice. And it's been pretty regular in the rotation ever since. I mean, I do not need to reiterate again the 5 albums in 5 weeks by Kanye West that nobody ever seems to acknowledge or be impressed by, but that, I digress. One of them was a classic, at least, pretty much 2. One of which was Daytona. And how the fuck do you not love Daytona? Okay, My Name Is My Name. Here's the thing. It's really good. There's an average of 2 features on every track. That just always puts me down a little depending on the scenario. Like, if it's a Dre album, that's a whole nother thing. But it's like, you're the guy, so where are you? That's just where I'm at with that. Darkest Before Dawn is fucking nuts. I love that shit too. Right away, it just starts off great, and then it goes into like that Biggie sample song, and you're just off to the races, right? But then he does full album with Kanye, Daytona, unbelievable record, and now we're here, half Kanye, half Pharrell, back to the Clips days, and he got his brother back. That's a full Clips track. Man, I am just spitting bars here today. Just talking Pusha T really got my flow going, you know what I mean? It's just like good karma to be discussing Mr. Terrence. I don't know. So I had some weird things with it at first where it was like, is this mixing weird? Are these like, is the vocals getting louder when the beat kicks out? Is this the speaker? Are the transitions are weird? I don't really know. The features kind of I've grown to like almost all of it. The earlier parts I don't even really notice anymore. So I don't know if it's like been getting tweaked or like I was listening too hard or like I said, like, I don't know, the speaker was just weird. Maybe it had some like type of setting on it where it was like trying to auto adjust shit. I don't really know. I just know I don't notice that stuff really that much anymore. Like Kanye's verse on his feature is so loud. It's just very noticeable. I just don't know how stuff like that happens. That just slides through the cracks. To me, it sounds like he did it on the phone like last minute, which wouldn't be shocking. But the production's great throughout. I mean, Pharrell still got it. And I guess I say working with Pharrell again. I guess it used to be full Neptunes, but these were all just Pharrell. Listen, how much of the Neptunes was really both guys? Well, I guess we'll never know. But Pharrell's the guy you've heard of, isn't he? Sorry, Chad. But nobody knows you. Okay. Just bangers. What can I say? It's weird to go back to back from Pharrell to Kanye because they're very different. Like Kanye did straight up old Kanye style, like Daytona style, soul samples, pianos, a lot of shit like that. Pharrell's got his fucking monstrous bass drum and eerie synths, and it balances well. I feel like they spaced out the track listing enough, and there's like some slower ones, with a little bit less impact going on, so it varies. But man, it's just a stellar record. Cocaine's Dr. Seuss. Just love Pusha T. Just wanted to throw that out there. Don't really have much, as I said. This is loosey-goosey, baby. But go listen to It's Almost Dry. Pusha T. Never quits. I feel bad for Vince Staples. He just dropped, a week before? Maybe it was 2 weeks before. I was listening to that pretty regularly, but now it's just gone. It's just gone. It was like when Joey Badass dropped that, like, America's... whatever that America album is. And it's like, damn, this is pretty good. Joey B stepping up. And then it was like Kendrick dropped out of nowhere or something, like a week later, something along those lines. And everybody forgot that that album ever existed. And I don't think Joey Badass's career has recovered. I haven't heard from him. You know what I mean? Not that that would happen to Vince Staples here. He's been incredibly consistent for like 7 years now. So I think he'll be all right. But it's tough. Kid Cudi, just awful. I mean, the amount of shit that this guy's talking about Kanye West, and then like about that song specifically, and then you listen to that song and he's doing his classic fucking moany throat singing. Like, get the fuck off of here, man. You sound awful. Whoa. You like whoa. Great music. I'm glad you make millions of dollars to do that. Fuck you. Just terrible. He just sounds so shitty. And it's just like, you would be nowhere without this fucking guy, and you're out here trying to talk shit. It's literally on his song. I mean, it's Pusha's song, but it's like it's his music, and his part blows yours away. Just come on. Fuck you. I'm so mad. He's terrible. The first 2 records were unbelievable, and especially being a sad little high school boy, oh, I was all over it. Don't you worry. I'm not shying away from that. But, like, to be able to have put out, like, 6 horrifically bad records, I mean, like, 2 that are known to be, like, terrible, but I think more, it's just insane that he continues to get this, like, oh, what an influential, like, great artist. It's like, is he? The output ratio is just awful. I've done this before. Go listen to the Kid Cudi episode. But, like, just fuck you, dude. Where do you get this ego from? Like, that you've accomplished so much and, like, that you're this superstar. Other rappers give this guy too much fucking credit. And you know why? It's because when they were growing up, they listened to those first 2 records. That's it. And then they blew up and got better than him immediately. You know? Like, just sing normal. I don't even get it. Why can't you just sing with a singing voice? Like, why did that stop? And why can't you do it anymore? And why would anybody who, like, it's just like, is your fee so high that people just can't afford to not put it on their album? I just don't understand why you would even want such shitty sounding vocals on your music. Let him do whatever bullshit he wants, but, like, come on. So. Pusha T, good shit. Love you, Push. So yeah, what are we gonna do? Let's read some headlines. Do a little headline surfing. Everybody's favorite segment. No, that's Sports Corner. This is everybody's very well-liked segment. All right. Facing a wheat crisis, countries race to remake an entire market on the fly. Probably not America, bitch. All right, move on. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly warned about drinking each other's blood by vampire experts. There's probably no experts on vampires because they're not real. So that's either by scientists or by those weird fetish internet people. So that's fun. Jesus Christ. Fuck them. They suck. Megan Fox, just hot. Machine Gun Kelly, not anything. Don't get it. was a horrible rapper. Probably should have been doing what he's doing now the whole time, and maybe he's good at it. I don't know. The music's terrible either way. They're embarrassing. All right, let's keep going. Scary accurate clip of 60s kids predicting future life goes viral. Good for them. What else was accomplished? They predicted it so well. Why didn't they do something about it? Huh? I mean, come on. All right, what else we got? Yeah, we get it. Everybody's upset because Elon Musk is owning Twitter. Yeah, because there wasn't a billionaire owning Twitter before that. I mean, just shut the fuck up. You love Twitter? You don't even get it. Like, what does that mean? Like, this was a crowd-built platform and everybody on there is like one community. Like, it doesn't fucking matter who owns it. Regardless of what he does, it's a fucking website that you use. And, you know, like, it never gave you any power to begin with. So stop being upset that what you thought was real is gone. Go to real life. Fuck off. God damn. It's a fucking cult of morons. Jesus. Oh, I hate rich people because that's the cool thing to say on here. Yeah, except for all the ones that I don't hate. But they're different because I said so. Like, shut the fuck up. It's all just giant hypocrisy. You're all terrible. Anyway. What are we doing? A psychedelic surprise in your local garden. See, I should be reading National Geographic. They got good content. Right? What else? Don't care about Russia. Not like that, but you know. That's not funny. Why this Florida city may actually be more unaffordable than the Bay Area. That's an article by the San Francisco Chronicle. So they're like, hey, it could be maybe a little more expensive somewhere else. Good effort, I guess. They also don't have fucking income tax, so I think it evens out, buddy. Oh, that's sad. We don't want to talk about Vanessa Bryant. That poor woman. Oh yeah, Brittany Griner's still in jail, huh? Boy. Nobody's really doing anything about that. Somebody should do something about that. That's my take. Oh, this is just a thing that I wanted to say. I hope Netflix keeps tanking and tanking, because fuck them. All their shit is terrible. I've been saying this, like, oh, we want all original content. And it's like, well, your original shit sucks, so you better beef up those licenses on, like, everything. And there have not been, and they never bought anything when they were blowing up, because they're like, we're just going to do it better. And then everybody else just built a website. And now they're fucked, but not really, because the numbers actually aren't even that crazy. Like, the stock tanked, but they only lost, like, a couple thousand subscribers out of 200 million or whatever. But my long run thing would be that they keep tanking to where it's like super cheap and they sell out of desperation, and then they get bought by Apple and it all just becomes Apple TV Plus. And they literally have unlimited money to spend on shows because they be spending billies on computers. So they can, $100 million budget, start it tomorrow. Here's a check, you know? And, you know, maybe it would just beef up the quality of everything. But, I mean, at worst, the app just gets a way better design, which would be sick. Because the Apple TV app is great. I'll give them that. And, we crashed. I'll talk about that on the next episode. Look at that. I have a topic. I watched the whole thing. Are you proud of me? It was pretty good. That's basically the gist, but we'll go into more depth, I suppose. Maybe not. I don't know. I also watched The Tragedy of Macbeth. Hate Shakespeare, but man, incredibly well shot, acted, and scored. But overall, you know, did I like it? Not really, because Shakespeare kind of sucks. Speak English. You know? Can we get English subtitles to this at least? And I'm not a subtitle guy. But I need a fucking translator, man. The idea that people are supposed to understand this is insane. Nobody does. Even because here's the thing, like even when you're taught Shakespeare, you just read it as Shakespeare, and they're never like, here's a dictionary for these words. So you just read it out loud, you take a quiz, and you move on. But, like, I don't know yonder window breaks. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Okay, I'm going to go. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Real High. Enjoy. Wait, hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the next one. Rate, review, subscribe. I know you won't. Everything's linked in the description below. And don't forget, I are fat, you are fat, we are fat. I just pointed my fingers as I did it. I usually do, just so you guys know. Calculator.